So you may be thinking about selling your home in 2025 and it's like, wow, it's only 2024. Why am I watching this video? Well, a lot of the reasons why. It might seem a little bit early to you, and the holidays are coming up and Christmas coming up, but trust me, when you start this process 6 months to 1 year in advance, it can make all the difference. It gives yourself that extra time, it relieves your stress, because it also keeps you from making these last minute decisions, and I feel you can get the best financial income. A lot of people call me the last minute and I say, listen, you can't go back 6 months ago what you could have been doing, because it's now. So it's 6 months before is very important. You have to remember that when you're selling your home, you're selling and you're trying to fight these home selling sharks lurking in your home. I call them, I have a whole book about the sharks. And when you want to do that, you have to prep your home right. You don't want to leave money on the table. These sharks are things that bite you unexpectedly. And if you list your house with somebody and you sell it and it seems everything's great, you didn't know about some of these sharks. It costs you thousands. Sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. And you leave the settlement table thinking you've got all the money you should get, but you don't. So I call it the model home mindset. It's like planning your home for a future. Like if you're going to be retiring and you want to get this model home mindset, because a model home is what all home buyers want. They want to buy a brand new home. Of course, you don't have one. You've been there for years. So what is the idea between the model home mindset is that you prepare your home in a way that will attract buyers of today, like somebody who is like your grandchild or your children or somebody younger than you who are moving, right? So these are some reasons why today we're going to go why you should do the advanced planning. You don't want to be stressed out and you don't want to do this by yourself. That's why I've been holding seminars since 2008. I hold my home seller seminars and workshops just for empty nesters. Get them prepared. They've been in their home for 20 to 40 years and get them thinking a little bit earlier. It's like future real estate planning, because you plan your retirement. I'm going to retire in 2 years. There's 2 things you need to be doing today and 2 things you need to be doing after you retire. It gives you the whole plan, right? Same thing, your home is one of your largest assets. It's part of that financial plan. So planning is so important because you want to make sure you get the highest rate of return on selling your home, just like you would in any stock or bonds or mutual funds or anything else. And you do that by doing it 6 months before, a year in advance. I have so many stories from people who came to my seminars wanting to know what they should do to sell their home. One in particular, I talk about Bob and Marianne. They came to a seminar in 2009, 2012, 2016, and 2017. They were our buddies. I went to their home in 2009. We actually sold it in 2018. We did a room-by-room review where we walk through your home and give you some ideas, some low-cost fixes. Here's what you can look like. Always with that model home mindset in the picture here. Like, what is it going to look like? And they were moving to a retirement community. They were interviewed different places. They were a little scared and emotional about leaving their home. They've been there for tons of years, and we're kind of walking around with them. And here's a picture of the home, which we took in the spring before they sold. They sold in the fall. We made sure we had fabulous exterior photos any time of the year. That's what we do, so that when they went on the market, they had great photos. So after my first visit in 2009, I did room by room review. I kept in touch mostly with Bob, because Marianne, she was ready to sell. Bob was the emotional one. He was attached to the tooling around the yard, and he wasn't ready to give up his outside yard work and things like that. And they kept coming to the seminars, and like I said, in 2018, they finally put their home on the market. Here's a picture of their home. But during the 9 years we worked with Bob, giving him advice along the way, not making him feel pressured or rushed, we were like his guide by the side. And I was getting multiple offers on my properties way before the pandemic hit. And because of Bob's diligence and bringing us back to the home and asking us questions way before he was going to sell, it wasn't only comforting to him when he's finally selling his prized possession, and he was, we weren't pushing him into this. He felt comfortable. He was working on his timeline, not ours. He was able to do all the things to his home that he would not have done if he waited until the last minute. So now you don't have to start 9 years in advance. I love 1 year. That way I can get the pictures ahead of time. And that's why we do the advanced real estate planning. That's what I do. I call it the model home mindset. And a lot of these strategies are in my book. But today's more about why we're going to do advanced planning, to understand the whole concept behind it and show you some examples. And like I said, you can get my book. It's online. Also, I have a book about my model home mindset. Just go to Amazon and type in my name, Diane Cardano, and you can get both books if you like. Give me a call, send one to you for free. So first, I do talk about this in this book. I talk about why you do advanced planning. You're an empty nester, you've been in your home for many years, you need to plan. You need to plan everything. But you want to have less stress and more peace of mind. That's the first thing. And you want to have that showing time look, what your home is going to look like at the end. Because selling a home, it could be very stressful. Now, people say to us, oh, having you next to us by your side, having your realtor there, it would be a good thing. They could take care of everything. But between getting everything ready, dealing with repairs, coordinating schedules, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. But if you start earlier, you can avoid any last-minute panic that so many people face. Imagine instead of rushing, to fix things in a frenzy or find things or get things, parts, different things you need, you can have time on your side. For instance, maybe you need to paint your cabinets. Well, if you start planning earlier and you want to do it yourself, you could tackle this on the weekends or, not have to cram it all in at once. If you want to declutter some rooms, you can start going from each week, sort through a room, or each month, say, I'm going to do this. You put a plan together, and we know the plan, so we can call you and say, how are you doing with your plan? Or we can hire the people to help you. So it not only makes the process manageable, it also allows you to really think about what you want to keep going into your next chapter. Because a lot of you are going into retirement communities, you can't bring too much, So you want to put the plan together, your timeline, at your pace. I kind of feel like prepping for a big event, a wedding, or a party that you're giving, family reunion, something like that. So when you plan ahead, you can really enjoy the process. Make sure everything is just right. And then you have a guide by your side, your realtor, they can help you out with it. And you can breathe easy, you know when you made the right decisions and they were thoughtful, right? You just weren't spur of the moment things and scrambling everything to get together. So I do promise you that when you start earlier, that's my whole seminar, start earlier than you think. That's the first chapter in my book, start earlier than you think. Okay, so you can't go back and do the things you could have done 6 months before, especially when you do things without telling me and not coming to a seminar, painting your home the wrong colors or putting the wrong flooring in or updating with the wrong fixtures. That's really important as well. Next, why do you plan ahead? Well, you can sell for more money for sure. That's a given. There are tons of different ways to save money or keep money in your pocket so you walk out with more money in your pocket. We call that netting your equity, get more equity out of it. I don't really just talk about the final sale price, right? There's many other things. So when you take your time to prepare your home properly, you're just setting yourself up for the best price possible because you not only know what buyers are looking for today, because when you're selling a home, you're thinking when you bought a home, it's a lot different. You have to set yourself up, your home up for the buyers of today and what they're looking for. And when you know that, then you can move forward with that plan. Buyers today are drawn to homes that have been well cared for and they're look move-in ready. And even if you have an older home that doesn't have many updates, that's fine as long as it looks clean and neat. And we paint certain areas like basements and garages. They're my two main cherries on the ice cream there. Is on the top of the cake is definitely the basements and garages. They're my things I do. And when they see what they want and they see it done correctly and move-in ready, they will pay a premium. And it gives me the opportunity as a negotiator to bid up the price. So if you don't have a realtor, then I'll be doing a video coming up in the next week on what to look for in a realtor when selling your home and hiring somebody like 6 months to a year out. You want to find someone who has a plan, a future home selling plan, not just to get on the market and make a quick buck. We're not looking for that kind of realtor. So I have an example here. One of my clients, Karen, she's been through the thing before. Now she sold many homes with me. Now she's selling her mom's home who's passed away. She wasn't doing well. And she knew the drill. She called me ahead of time. It was like March, April. We just finally got it under contract. It's now October. And she, at the time, wanted to know what's my home worth doing nothing, clean out. And she knew that she wasn't going to do that because she knows what I can do. But I said $280. And I said, if you do something, maybe we can get $350 price and then to get more. I always like pricing it here to get more. We gave her lists and we scheduled the contractors. And at that time, our contractors were at least 2 months out. That's why you need to get to us ahead of time. And we finally got them all in the door. And we ended up spending about $20,000. Fresh paint, landscaping, fix some structural things. And where did she get the money, you might ask? She had no money. Her mom's home wasn't sold yet. Well, we have a staging line of credit free of charge to our clients. You just pay the interest, whatever interest on the money you spend. So fast forward, when they listed their home at $350,000, we ended up selling it for $376,000, but I negotiated the buyer to pay the realtor's compensation, and so it really netted out to be $385,000. Okay, that was $105,000 more with just a $20,000 investment. That's $30,000 more than we initially expected. So they made a lot of money by doing this work. And so I'm going to show you some before and after pictures quickly, showing you how much more money you can make if you start early by doing this planning. One, you get the outside photos. We got them in the summer, as I knew I wasn't going to put the home on the market till late September, to wait for her sister to get out of the house and all that. So here's some exterior photos to look at. It's a really cute little ranch home, really pretty, and had a great addition off the back, which made it a 4-bedroom, 2 full bath ranch, which most of the houses in there only have 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. So let's show some before and after photos just real quick to show you what things you could be doing in this advanced planning of selling real estate. Well, you can see here the shed. It's a real mess. The paint on the exterior is faded, had noticeable signs of aging and discoloration, and the once white trim was become dull. There's visible wear at the base and deterioration, the shed and the doors. So now after the shed, we just freshly painted it with light gray exterior, clean white trim, gave it a more updated, well-maintained appearance, and the rotted wood was replaced and painted. Looks a lot better, huh? So let's go inside. This kitchen kind of showcased more like a rustic design with dark worn cabinets and cluttered countertops. This is the before picture, obviously. That consumed much of the available space on the counters. Aging appliances, limited lighting, just made the space feel really closed off. Mismatched decorations, lots of uncohesive style. It just left the room feeling really disorganized and outdated. So what we did our thing, and then this picture now after, painting and all the things that we did, update the kitchen. It's this new life. It's bright, open layout, modern finishes, fixtures, crisp white cabinetry, contrast beautifully with the natural wood countertops, providing just a more clean and inviting atmosphere. It's more of a move-in feel, and that's what people are looking for. Next, we're going to check out this bathroom. This is amazing. This is the full bath inside the house, not the in-law suite bathroom. But it's pretty dated, right? Had a bright yellow scheme, floral wallpaper, butterfly decals. I mean, the vanity and fixtures were older, and the countertop was cluttered, and the personal care items all around, made the space feel really cramped. Now, while the flooring and shower area kind of worked fine, we're not going to deal with that. Just too much money. I wouldn't spend that money, but definitely had an old-fashioned vibe, and with the shower curtain and lace curtains, it looked older. So afterwards, what we did is we did a bathroom makeover. It's really impressive. It now features a clean, modern look with walls painted, had a soft natural gray. The whole space felt brighter, more open, focus on simplicity, functionality, create a more fresh and inviting atmosphere, exactly what the buyers of today are looking for. So imagine if you're selling your home to your granddaughter or your children, or things like that. What would they like to see? And that's what we're trying to do in today's world. Next, we have the outside of the house. It just showed aging. It needed to be power washed. The siding looked worn out, stains, mildew took over the side that that doesn't get much sun, and the ground under the AC unit was pretty bare. It just didn't look great at all. It had a few really sad plants hanging on. Overall, kind of screamed, I need some TLC, and could really use a boost to curb appeal. So now this photo shows you after the same side of the house. It just looks a lot better, way cleaner and brighter. Like it just got a nice wash and fresh coat of paint. Plus the area around the AC is all spruced up, fresh mulch. Just looks neat and inviting. So those are different things. And these updates can really, really help any place shine, and could even up its market value like we did. It's a win-win situation. It's a win for the buyer, gets a great house, move in, and then great for the seller, gets a good amount of money for the house. And these are all the reasons why to get started earlier, so you can do all these things that can make you more money. Now, you don't have to do anything, but this is just some examples. Now, lastly, it's the garage. My favorite places to paint a garage and basements. This garage was kind of a storage nightmare, filled with boxes, had old furniture, various items piled high, paperwork. It was crazy. It really made it difficult to get around and find any tools or equipment or anything. Just really disorganized. And you couldn't really park your car in there or even use it as a workshop. So what we did to it, we just needed to get rid of everything. So we decluttered and organized the garage. It just was transformed to a more pristine and functional space where people could feel like they could put their stuff in the garage while they're doing work to the house. Painted walls, floors, it was great. Tons of shelving space and storage. Just really was welcoming. It was a more welcoming environment for actually parking your car or pursuing a hobby or showcasing the home's potential for some organized living, right? That was a big update. And now next, the living room. It was a little bit of a disaster. We went in there, it was a bit of, it was a lot cluttered, it was dark. Just stuff was everywhere. It made it feel cramped, and there were piles of furniture boxes and personal items, everything. Took away from the space you can really see it. The lighting was very dim, casting some shadows. It made the whole room feel smaller and less inviting. So what we did was remove rugs, painted walls, got rid of all the dressings and everything everywhere, got rid of the stuff. And amazing, right? Transformation. These buyers love the house. They can move in and they have their parents staying in the in-law place. It was wonderful. This kind of goes to show you that if your home feels rushed or needs a lot of work, it's likely to sit on the market or get a lowball offer. It will sit, and sell for less. But if you take the time to fix up things, advanced planning, smart updates way in advance, 6 years, well, it could be 6 years, but 6 months to 1 year, and really make your home shine before it hits the market, you can increase your chances of selling for top dollar. That's what planning ahead really does, and investing wisely can also pay off. Other ways of saving stress, you want to sell your home more money, less stress, and hassle-free, right? So get good, to find a good contractor is tough. We have a whole list of them, and they're all busy. They're in high demand, and if you wait until the last moment to book them, you're going to find yourself paying much more than anybody else. No one's wants to be stuck also scrambling around to find someone to fix a roof leak or something like that from a pre-home inspection that you did right before you're going to go on the market. So if you imagine getting your home ready for sale and discovering, say, repairs that need right attention right away, and you can't get somebody because you didn't line up the contractors ahead of time. So this is a good time to do that, especially when you're working with our guys, because they'll come out right away and they won't charge you a premium unless you give them a rush job. If you need us to put you in front of the next job, you're going to pay a premium. So let's reach out to the contractors early. Let's get your list of repairs, then get the contractors see what the cost is going to be. Then we can pick to see which ones you want to get. That's the schedule, because you want to make sure you know what the repairs are first, and then get prices, and then you can hire the right people. Because I have this model home mindset. It's called the advanced planning method. It's instilled in all of my marketing. Serious empty nesters who are looking for a guide and an expert, they reach out. They want someone to hold their hand through all the trials and tribulations. That's what you're looking for when you're hiring a realtor, because contractors can be one of the most stressful things that you have to do. So you want to make sure you have somebody who's tied in, has a close-knit community of contractors. So big bonus here is the money you can save on these repairs. It's a great bonus. If you're proactive, you do plan, you'll actually save money on repairs. How do you do that? Because a lot of contractors will discount their services if you book them in advance. It's win-win because you're scheduled ahead, they have a schedule lined up, they get you a better deal because they know they'll have future business. Plus, if you're not desperate, you have the luxury of shopping around for the best price and services, right? So it's better, it's like be a smart shopper. And if you're learning something today, please hit that button, that like button, subscribe to my channel. Looking for 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. Help me out here. Your support means a lot to me. So how else can I save money? Parts and delays. Not a problem if you plan ahead. Delays in parts, especially over the last few years. Materials, whether they're going to show up on time. And the supply chain issues have been really a problem, right? So if you're going to order new cabinets or new appliances, special part for one of your stoves, if you wait till the last minute, you could, to order something, you might find yourself stuck waiting weeks or even months. And that will lose on the market time, especially if you've already moved and then you're spending money on a new place and you have you're also paying for the old house. So if you're planning ahead, you got the time to order what you want without worrying about delays. Another thing, less stress and also the money. So that's both things there. Next, also, you can enjoy your home before you say goodbye. Maybe you're going to do some of these updates while you're living there, not just, you can live there for a little bit with the updates, and it's rewarding. If you fix up your home earlier, you can actually enjoy the upgrades before you sell. If you put a new kitchen countertop in that you always wanted, then you can enjoy it, cook with it, have some friends for dinner. Those freshly painted walls, it'll brighten up your day and lift your spirits every day when you come home and you can see these new walls. It does help, and it's good to do that. I sold my house at the shore. I updated it 4 years before I sold, and it was nice to be able to have it all updated for 4 years and enjoy it. Because the improvements just aren't for the potential buyers. It can make your home a place you love, even more while you're still living there, and giving yourself a gift during this transition. So enjoy your fruits of labor. and cherish what you have, okay? Make sure you get the most as you prepare for your next chapter. And that's the biggest thing is, what am I going to do in my next chapter? Where am I going to go? There's a lot of questions people are asking today. That's why you need to do advanced planning even more in advance today, because it's difficult to find a place to move to. Now, we talked about this advantage of selling your home, of getting your home ready earlier than you think, was the eye-catching exterior photos. Because really, if you think about it, your first impressions matter. You want to take pictures of your house on the outside because that's what buyers see first on the computer, right? Zillow and whatever different companies' websites. So, for example, if your home has really looks great in the summer, then you want to take pictures. Like my clients, the Daiquiris, early this year they said we want to sell our house in October. I said, well, great. Well, let's get pictures in the summer. And after talking about their timeline, we got the pictures done and ahead of time. And here's some of the pictures. It looks great. Lush green grass and vibrant blooms and ideal lighting. It really brought out a really stunning showcasing look for this home and its charm and curb appeal. Very, very nice. And now it's going to be ready to list next week. And actually we listed it on the MLS just with outside photos. That's what we do. And we have 15 showings already for our show date of next Saturday. So these gorgeous photos are making a real impact. So if I had waited to take these photos now, the leaves are already falling all over the place and it would not have looked as pristine. So first impressions are everything, especially when buyers are scrolling through the listings online. With any eye-catching photos, it really stands out and makes people want to come inside. People have been texting us all week, when do I see interior photos? We wrote this really beautiful marketing copy for coming soon, so we're enticing people to come inside and at least set up a showing to get a chance to see the house before it goes under contract. And lastly, I would say plan your sale of your home just like with a financial planner, like your finances. Think of your home as part of your financial picture. So you don't wait the last minute to plan your retirement or make an investment, right? Same goes for selling your home. You want to take the time to plan. You can take time to market the home better, handle the repairs better, upgrades at your pace, make sure everything lines up with your financial goals. Okay, it's very important to be strategic in selling your home. And the advanced planning of real estate planning, I do a lot of that and it's very rewarding. And I have clients I've worked with like Bob and Marianne 9 years, 8 years, 5 years before they sell. And it's fine with us because we know during that time they introduced us to like 7 or 8 people each. And we actually sold some of their friends' houses before we even sold their house. So that's how it works. So start now, thank yourself later, all right? Planning early is the key to a smooth sale, stress-free, more money, all those good things. Get those repairs done. Make your home look amazing for that buyer, that eye of the buyer. It's like understanding what those types of buyers, target market buyer for your home is going to want in the home. Saving money by hiring the right contractors, off-season, getting parts without rushing, paying more for shipping, get more money for your home because you took great photos outside in advance and you had all the work done along your timeline where you felt comfortable. So many other ways you can save money when doing this and not get eaten up by the home selling sharks. So you want to get a copy of my book. I've got 2 books out, one about the model home mindset. Just go to Diane Cardano on Amazon.com. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And for more tips on selling your home the smart way, and if you're thinking about selling or need some advice, just want to talk through your options, reach out. I'm always there to help and call me on my cell phone, 215-669-6285. My information is below. Or just go online and Google my name. You'll see all the different things that we've done and all that good stuff. So, or if you also need a realtor, I'm not in your area, obviously, I can introduce you to some fabulous realtors who can do a great job for you. So thanks for listening and we'll see you on the next one.